immersive Islam, intern information, and amazing apiaries. All this and more as the Stafford Weekly News starts now. Welcome to the Friday, March 10th edition of the Stafford Weekly News. I'm Randall Williams. Ramadan is a major month-long Islamic holiday that starts later this month, but preparations are ongoing, as Fernando Ramirez found out at the immersive Ramadan market.
It is our second annual Immersive Ramadan Market. It's one of our largest events here for our welcoming Ramadan for the Houston Muslim community. The focus for it is to make sure our small businesses in the Houston community have the opportunity to focus and share what they do best by bringing their best seasoned products for Muslims right here in Houston. Ramadan is actually 30 days in duration, and it involves quite a bit of celebration. It's a month-long of fasting, and Muslims all around the world look forward to this major month of worship and major worship month of celebration for us. And while we celebrate Ramadan, there's quite a bit of things that we do with the sharing of food and the remembrance of all the important aspects of being a good Muslim. So in order for us to do that, we try to decorate our homes with Ramadan decor. So for our kids, it's really important for them to note that it is our holiday, and in addition to that, we also love to give gifts during Ramadan. So by having this market, people have the opportunity to shop for gifts. They have an opportunity to support local businesses right here in Houston, and also learn about other businesses that they don't get a chance to shop from without coming to this market.
What we're trying to do is collect various local businesses to promote themselves and sell a variety of products from clothing, jewelry, decor, treats, desserts. We wanted to have an inclusive event where Muslims around Houston can come, even from out of town, can come and shop, get their pre-Ramadan shopping done. People get ready, get their decor in, get their gifts in. So we created this event so people can get that and also explore a variety of local small businesses in the Houston area.
I think I'm totally blown away with the outpour of our community and the support that we've received for doing this event. Last year was only 30-something vendors, and this year we've doubled the number of vendors that we have. It's about 60-plus vendors this year, and we are just so excited for the support, and we think it's so important to recognize the diversity that Houston brings. This is what we love the most, because we're not just seeing our Muslim small businesses, we're seeing all the different types of businesses that actually help us celebrate Ramadan every year. If you want to know more about the Houston Muslim Market, you can definitely check us out on our social media pages, but on our website it's www.houstonmuslimmarket.com. Go on to that site, and that's where we have all our upcoming events. This is definitely an annual event, so we encourage you to participate in the upcoming year, and yeah, look forward to next year. 2024, I would imagine, is going to be one of our bigger years. First and foremost, thankful to all the creative vendors that we have. We get asked that question, why is it called immersive? And immersive, behind that is we want to make sure that people really get a chance to take in the senses of Ramadan. So as you're walking through our market, we want you to smell the different foods, we want you to smell the different fragrances, and actually try out all the different things by holding it and getting a chance to see what it is that you're actually purchasing. And that's the whole concept behind it. And I'm just thankful to the Houston community for coming out and supporting us and keep supporting us so that we can bring bigger events and involving more people within our community.
Often the most essential workers are also all but invisible. These are the maintenance workers, the people that make sure every business or school is open and working. SMSD recently paid tribute to them, as John King reports.
Today is Maintenance Day, and we have a crew of 14, and that includes our maintenance, our grounds, and on a daily basis, what we do is we take care of the district. We open the buildings. We make sure that everything is maintained. The grounds crew are outside. So pretty much the maintenance department, their responsibility is keeping the school open. And that's what we do. That's our number one priority. The department for the operations motto is dependability and La Familia. We work as a group, and there's different personalities, and together I direct everybody. So there's a good fit, there's a good click, and we get the job done. Today is Maintenance Day, and we just want to say thank you. And the ECC department came over and really acknowledged them, and I just wanted to say thank you to the district. The maintenance department keeps the school open from day to day, 365 days a year. We have events that are going on Monday through Sunday. Athletics, extracurricular activities, Saturday school, basketball tournaments, kickstart, karate. So we're here, and we have to have the buildings open, cleaned, the air or heat maintained appropriate for whatever event that we have going on, and also outside. All the lights, we have to make sure that those are sufficient and adequate for the events that we have here. So it's very, very important for the maintenance. And I direct the team, treat your job as if it was your personal business, and that makes us all go the extra mile. It's very important, and it lets them know that they're appreciated. There's boss day, there's secretary day, there's custodian day, and maintenance day lets them know that's your day, that you shine, you're appreciated. Someone thought of you, and they just wanted to say thank you for all you do.
Okay.
Someone over.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're here, we're human, and we're here. We're customer service. We're here to do what you're requesting us to do in a timely manner. Also, be, conscious of what you're asking us to do. Our goal is to keep the school open and make sure that all the students and staff, they're accommodated accordingly for what we need to do here with the district. Maintenance is important, and something's going to break, and we have to fix it. We've been very fortunate with, after COVID hit, supplies were limited, and right now we're still encountering that on some of the parts that we need, but we have, the maintenance department has still been able to keep the school open. It's good. You see the smile on my face, right? We're good. Operations, we're good. We know that we're appreciated. We know the outcome when we see the students, when we're out in the community and somebody, hey, they work at Stafford, and they know us all from our shirts and stuff like that. So it's important that they're happy, because we're here the majority of our day. We're here at work. And so it's exciting for me to see them being appreciated, and we're just happy all around about it. And we really, 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 really appreciate this day.
Crafty Clay, next.
In Stafford, diversity is not just a number, it's who we are.
When you are here, you become part of the story.
You can sleep well knowing we're always on the job and looking out for you.
It's a great place for growth and opportunity.
Tradition starts here.
We teach your children and we stick around for your grandchildren.
We are one. We are Stafford.
This is the city of Stafford, and we are one.
Recently, HCC held a student job and internship fair in cooperation with State Senator Boris Miles and the Texas Workforce Commission. John King was there to bring us the story.
What went on here today is HCC was gracious enough to host our third annual student job and intern fair. The HCC in Stafford was gracious. They hosted, we had about 250 students out here. We had about 50 employers, making sure that as the summer comes, the summer months start to come, we start preparing to get these kids summer jobs that for graduating seniors who are graduating, who don't intend to go to college. Some of them do intend to go to college. Some of them want to work part-time. But my office has worked diligently with Texas Workforce Commission, to host these events so that we give these kids the exposure and the opportunities and let them know that these employers are out there, especially in times like this. It's hard to find employment. And if we don't keep these minds active and moving, then, as much as we can pour into them, it'll pour out of them. So it's good to keep it going even through the summer months. And I can't thank HCC Stafford enough and their administration and the staff for hosting us. They've been fantastic, and I just want to say thank you. I came out of Sunnyside 3rd Ward. The difference I think that made my life different from a lot of my peers is exposure. Exposure. Having opportunities to go to work in different places, meeting different people, and knowing that there was something besides Sunnyside and 3rd Ward out there that I had to look forward to. And when you give a kid that's an inner city kid and they don't see many options, when you give them those options and you put it in front of them, it makes their mind start to think and realize I can do.
I am ecstatic about today's event with Senator Boris Mile and his intern and scholarship event that he hosted here at HCC Stafford location, because it provides opportunities for our students in the community, our high school students, and our ACC students as well, to have the opportunity to interact and engage with employers that came out here and to offer them jobs and also scholarships. We had 27 students that actually were hired and 18 pending. So that is an awesome number. We had 250 students that attended this event, and we still have more employees that are interviewing and basically making offers and also issuing out scholarships.
I want to thank you and ACC and everybody that came out today. I can't express my thank you. I can't say much enough. I want to thank my employers that routinely followed us. This is the 3rd student intern program, but we've probably hosted adults over 20 of these things, and I'm proud to say that Senate District 13, my office, we have broken the record for Texas Workforce Commission and putting people to work. One of my mottos when I started 16 years ago was trying to provide jobs. So working together with organizations like ACC Stafford, the employers, the schools, I want to say thanks to the schools. We work together. We keep the faith and we keep the fight, and we give as many people jobs as we can.
The Houston Center for Contemporary Craft has opened its spring exhibitions, and one features a local artist working to combine his two heritages, Philippine and American.
Well, welcome to Philippine Made, the work of Matt Manalo. This is a solo exhibition of Houston-based multidisciplinary artist and community organizer Matt Manalo, and it's a relatively new body of work that is autobiographical and really investigating both personal histories and these kind of larger colonial and political histories about his kind of relationship between the Philippines and Houston, Texas. The piece that you're looking at is called 38. It is a self-portrait. Matt Manalo turned 38 this year, and it's a pivotal inflection point in his life and his work. He's now spent exactly half of his life in Manila, his home country in the Philippines, and half of his life here in Houston. He found the colonial kind of ecotourism wooden souvenir bust on the left at a thrift store here in Houston, and he's kind of recovered it and reclaimed this colonial history and extrapolated it into this self-portrait. The body of work consists of 38 kind of copies of the bust, and he set a design parameter for himself. He only gave himself an hour to sculpt each portrait in air-dry clay. So it's really a reflection on this time in his life, a reflection on the legacy of craft, colonialism, material culture between these two countries. This piece is called Hang Low Pabitin, and it references a traditional Filipinx game. It's kind of like a piñata game. It's for kids. There's a suspended grid with hanging treats and banderitas, which are these crepe paper little flags that are suspended from it, and it would move up and down, and kids would jump up and try to grab prizes. And in this iteration of it, Matt has carved a line from a poem by Laura Aguilar, who's a Filipinx poet and activist. And the poem was written when she was imprisoned during a dictatorship in the Philippines. And it is about liberation. It's why cage freed pigeons who prefer free flight. This exhibition is a brand new body of work by a real beacon in our arts community. And Matt is the founder of the Filipinx Artists of Houston and A-Leaf Art House. He also just received a prestigious Artadia Award and an Idea Fund grant. This is a body of work he's been working towards for the past 2 years. And I think it's a really beautiful reflection of his kind of multicultural experience and identity. It also is incorporating lots of materials from our craft garden right outside. So we have bamboo leaves, banana leaves, all of these sourced craft materials from right on site here at the Houston Center for Contemporary Craft.
For Artbeat, this is Randall Williams. Saving the bees, next.
You can try, but you won't find another city like Stafford, Texas.
Serving our community just like you like it.
Taking care of you and your home since 1945.
We believe in STEM to learn and STEM to earn.
We're heading into college certified and career ready.
As a former student of Stafford, I take pride in keeping our classrooms safe.
We are Stafford, we are one.
If you're tired of your dead-end job and long for a change, perhaps you might consider beekeeping? Well, if that's the case, Fort Bend County Libraries has you covered with a class on beekeeping basics.
It started off many years ago when I was a little girl. I was around 8 years old in Houston, and every summer we would get bees all over the bushes outside of our house, and I was fascinated with them, so I would go out and catch the bees and count as many as I could get and then release them again. And back then I never knew what a beekeeper really did. I knew they existed. I'd never met one or seen one. And so it was just something that from my childhood, I even named my first dog Honey, which is really funny. And that didn't even dawn on me until a few years ago. And then one evening I was in bed on my laptop and I just kind of blurted out to my husband, you know what I really want to do? I want to be a beekeeper. And he just looked at me and there was silence. So he thought I was crazy, and I just got crazier with it. So I joined the local Fort Bend Beekeepers Association club and met other like-minded beekeepers. I met a mentor and started researching honeybees and books and everything. So that kind of got me rolling into it. So the honeybees have been in crisis for some time. It started with the colony collapse disorder that was happening. It was just kind of a strange thing happening where beekeepers would go and notice that the queen is left behind in the hive. It's almost as if the bees had swarmed and left the queen. And it was just, it's odd behavior, and they couldn't figure out what exactly was causing it, whether it was the rampant use of pesticides or other things within our climate and stuff. So that is a big issue for the bees. And then also they're continually losing green spaces, their habitats being torn down, and they're building new things constantly. And so it's really like shrinking the area that the bees have to go, and that's when they end up in your walls of your home and stuff. So yeah, the bees are facing quite a few problems. Colony collapse disorder, you don't hear much about it in the present day. It's just not saying that it's completely gone away, but we just don't see it as often. So, and that's a good thing. So the number one thing is do your homework. You want to start reading about bees, do some research, join your local bee club. There's quite a few in the area. You can find them, go online, do a quick Google search, and you'll find different beekeeping associations. Join those clubs and just go with no expectations. Go and listen to the group, and don't be afraid to ask questions. There's no wrong question, there's no dumb question. And just kind of start learning off of the other people, and find a mentor. Find somebody there that you can eventually kind of tag along with and go to their apiary and take a look and see if it's really truly something you are interested in.
The endangerment of pollinators is a very real problem, and you can help right from your flower bed. Fernando Ramirez attended a class telling you exactly how to do that.
So here we have like garden pollinators, garden 101. So basically in this class, in this workshop, we want to teach our clients that what is the importance of flowers. The whole purpose of this program is because a lot of people are spraying outside, and then those pollinators, they are going and then collecting nectar and the pollen from those flowers. So they are basically dying gradually. So say imidacloprid or whatever, there were some issues. So here what we want to do is we want to provide some education to our clients, saying that if you can start something in January, plant some flowers, then until December, so you can keep planting, so those pollinators have something to feed on. So because there is no life without pollinators, so bees and all those, they are very important because they are the one which are pollinating, we do not see. So that is why we want to highlight the importance of those flowers which provide pollen and nectar, also those pollinators which are helping to reproduce those flower seeds. Pollinators are like hidden soldiers. They are working for us. Without pollination, there is nothing. You will not have seed, you will not have plants, nothing, no food. So that is why it is important for us to recognize and then provide opportunities for those pollinators free of pesticides, like because pesticides create a barrier in between pollinators and the flowers. So when they feed on those poisons or the insecticides, they die. If they don't die, they can still gradually be lethal, and then there will be no food without pollinators. Collaboration is key because I have been working with several institutions. I work with Agri-Life Extension in Lubbock, Texas for the last 9 years. I did my PhD from University of Tennessee. So collaboration is everything. So in this program, I represent Prairie View A&M, and then Texas A&M Agri-Life Extension is also on board, and our Texas Master Gardeners, they have a presentation also, they are presenting. So we all three are working together because our main purpose is educating our clientele. So that is why we work hard to make sure that whatever we can do to facilitate our producers in our area. We are working to improve socioeconomic conditions of people. So we want collaboration, and we are looking for collaboration from people around Fort Bend County. So we are asking people if they like anything, just let us know. If they want to know more about anything else, if they want a specific program, then let us know. Then we have resources. We can set up programs, and then we can either do it Zoom, by virtual, or maybe in person, or we can go to their communities or their community areas, and we can do programs.
That's a wrap on our news for this week. Thank you for joining us. For everyone here at Stafford Weekly News, I'm Randall Williams. May all your news be good news.
This program was produced on the Stafford campus of Houston Community College.